Hi everyone, it is me, Maria Fontana. How you guys all doing today? I'm gonna wait a few seconds, make sure the video catches up, and give everyone time to log on and come on to the masterclass. As you enter, just give me a hashtag live, hashtag replay. As you pop in, say hello, let me know where you're coming from. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your business, and what part of the salon industry you are in. So, for all of you who pre registered, I want to thank you. And I want to thank you all just for showing up today and taking the time, either if you're with me live right now or you're watching this later on the replay. So, as most of you know, you're in this group, the Salon Professionals Business Growth Made Easy, and it is a group I created to help curate salon professionals and help them create more profits with less stress. Now, no matter what forum I'm in, no matter what live event I'm in, no matter where I am, and the question always comes up, if I ask salon professionals what they need help with, where are you struggling? In the past 6 months, the most popular thing that comes back to me is always, Maria, I need clarity. Maria, I'm lacking direction. So this seems to be the most popular. Of course, we have so many other issues and other struggles that we have as salon professionals, salon owners, beauty professionals in our industry, especially in the past 2 years, with so many shifts happening in our industry, so many shifts happening how people spend money, so many shifts happening just in the business itself, with people going out independent, a lot of salon structures changing, and there is just tons of change. But if any of you guys know me, I think change is always good. So that's what this masterclass is going to be about. I am going to be helping you really get clarity and find your direction so you can plan out your strategic 2022 launch of your business, and so you can really reboot, revamp, reinvent, or just fine tune what you already have going on. Now, who is this for? This is for anyone who is a salon professional, either an owner, an independent, a big salon owner, a small salon owner, and you're just ready to clarify, reboot. It's like cleaning out your drawers. You know, when you have to clean out the fork drawer in my house, I always have to clean that out, get all that dust out, maybe reorganize, get a new organizational thing. It's the same thing. It's time to reorganize, get clarity, and get ready for the new year. This year could be one of the most prosperous, abundant years in your business if you're clear on your mission, if you're clear on where you're going in your practice, and if you have a crystal clear direction, at least to get started. Now remember, you can tweak that direction as you go. I am in business 35 years as a salon owner, had many different tweaks, many different changes, many different challenges. And I wrote about this in one of my last books, which became a #1 international bestseller, Creating Impact. And that, what I contributed in that book, was really about reinventing yourself, finding flexibility, getting clarity to reboot, reinvent, and take a little bit of a new direction to change with the times, because the times don't always stay the same. So let's get started. As you come in, we have a hashtag live, hashtag replay, say hello, let me know where it is you're watching from, and if there's any questions or anything you'd like for me to answer, just drop them down in the chat, drop them down in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer them either privately if you'd like, or I'll answer them in the comments as they come in. Okay, guys. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about clarity. So, I get so many people telling me, oh, I'm struggling, Maria. I want to stop struggling with the overwhelm. Now, let's be honest. Overwhelm comes with the times, because the times we're living in right now is amplifying a little bit of our overwhelm, a little bit of our anxiety, to say the least, and a little bit more fear, worry, concern, feeling less than. These are things that are happening an awful lot to a lot of salon professionals. Actually, they're happening to like everybody, but especially us, because we're in a high touch industry. We are in an industry that was impacted traumatically, our prices are going up. So there's a lot of things impacting how we are reacting in our businesses, right? Now this, could be even if you're an independent, if you're working in a commission salon, if you're a freelancer, regardless, an educator, you are still in the industry. So these things may be affecting you. So the first thing we want to do in clearing overwhelm is we have to take a look in the mirror. Now I suggest you get a pen and paper and you write down these things. So sometimes the biggest roadblock is really looking in the mirror and addressing our own traumas, our own wounds, our own things that are holding us back. So think about it. I want you to just think about that for a split second. How many things are overwhelming you that are really a past trauma that's triggering you on a daily basis? I know that was my story for a hell of a long time. And it's not something you can fix overnight, but it is a process. So the number one thing in stopping overwhelm is start working on your trauma. Get a healer, hire a therapist, get a life coach, read some personal development books, start meditating, start taking better care of you. And if there's something that keeps happening over and over and over and over in your life, a pattern, then that is something you may have to heal within yourself. All right? And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but I want you to really think about it and really, really focus on that. So that's number one. Number two is to get control of your time. Now, with all the technology, you would think that we would have more control of our time. But in fact, we have less control of our time because we have so many freaking distractions. So I suggest that you get a calendar, and you guys can make fun of me all you want, but Maria Fontana still has a paper, old school calendar, and I simultaneously make sure I have my everything written down on paper because it gives you more accountability and it has you more grounded and connected. And I also have things in my phone, in my electric calendar. Now, the third thing to overcoming overwhelm is one of the simplest things known to man, but I didn't know this, and I'm sure a lot of you don't know it either. Just say no. Yeah, just say no. Have clear boundaries and just say no. So number 3 is a marriage of clear boundaries and just say no. What's a clear boundary? Clear boundary is what you are willing to accept and how you're willing to be treated. Letting people know what's okay for you and what's not okay for you. And making sure that you say no. If you don't want to give a hard no, then you can always opt to say, you know what, let me think about that. I will get back to you. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I will get back to you. No, I don't think I'm a good fit for you. No, I'm really sorry, I'm booked. No, I cannot come in on my day off. No, I cannot invite an extra person to dinner. You guys get the idea. So the art of saying no. These are the top 3 ways you can stop struggling with overwhelm immediately. Okay? I'm going to add a 4th here, and that's honoring yourself. I was on the phone yesterday with one of my new clients who's a very successful big salon owner. She has a big salon. She doesn't want a big salon anymore. And she's torturing herself emotionally. She's beating herself up. She's beating the shit out of herself because she's so afraid to make that change. She wants to make the change. She wants to downsize. She wants to change her life, but she's so fearful. She's overwhelming herself. She's losing sleep simply because she's afraid of honoring her soul, which means do what the hell you want. It's nobody's business what you do. It is only your business. It is your lifestyle. It is your hours. It is your life. You need to honor yourself in making decisions that are not gonna hinder on what you truly want. And guess what? One of the most powerful statements in the world is, I changed my mind. Okay? So now we're going to go to number 2, and that's how to stop limiting your growth. Now, we limit our growth because we're afraid of things. We limit our growth because we're afraid of judgment. We limit our growth because we're afraid of criticism. All these are self-reflections on our own limiting mindsets. Now, a mindset is just not a thing. A mindset is a habitual way of behaving. So don't just think you're going to read a book or watch this video and your mindset's going to shift. That doesn't happen. It is a process. So it means a process of really feeling your feelings, a process of acknowledging your truth, a process of really getting into what it is. What is the story you were led to believe your whole life? Or maybe what was the story someone else taught you that is really not your story? Or maybe it's an old story. Now that story doesn't fit into your life anymore. So shifting and getting clarity on your mission. So by changing your mindset, it simply means start working on yourself, start honing in on your desires, start respecting yourself a little more, start treating yourself a little better. And this will then in turn help you get clarity. So as we get clarity, clarity is super important. So I want you to get a piece of paper once again, and I want you to write down, what is your mission? Like really, what's your mission? What are you doing with your business? What are you doing behind the chair? What are you doing in the spa? What are you doing in the salon? Is it all about money? Is it all about making a difference? Is it all about paying for your kids' college? Is it about being able to marry your perfect partner and afford the house you love? You know, we have to really hone in on that. So I have 3 different businesses. I own a salon, I have a consulting practice, and I have my own line of products. In that decision making of pulling back from one a little bit and changing up how I do things, I had to be really crystal clear on what my mission was and what my long-term goals were. So I want you to think about, what's your mission? Where do you want to go in your career? Like your truth, just write it down. If you could do anything you want, what would you do? And then I want you to write down, well, what's stopping you? Is it fear? Is it fear of lack? Is it fear of money? Is it fear of the unknown? Is it fear of doing something new? I want you to take a deep breath. And I want you to be honest with yourself. Because getting clarity is simply being honest with yourself. And sometimes clarity is right in front of us, but we choose to cloud it with all the words of other people around us. Maybe our partners, maybe our families, maybe people we love, friends, people who are not in our industry. And if I can give you one piece of really powerful sound advice, do not take advice from anyone that is outside of our industry. They really have no concept. You know, if you're not in the thick of it doing the thing that we do, it is very hard for someone to comprehend it. And that is a fact. So that being said, as you start to tune into your heart center, as you start to really feel into what your mission is, it will be much easier for you to decide where you're going to take this journey, what direction you're going to go in. And then we're going to break these steps down tomorrow, step by step, how to create a game plan to actually implement what your new direction looks like. But if you're not clear first, we can't create a direction. So I want you to take a little time of self-reflection, take a little time to write some notes down, take a little time to really deep dive and say, you know what do I want the next 5 years to look like for me? And even if we have to tweak it, even if we have to change it a little bit, that's okay. You can change your mind and that's okay. But let's get clear on that direction. I'm crystal clear on my direction. My direction is I want to help as many salon professionals that I possibly humanly can create more profits in their lives and reduce their stress while they're doing it. Simplify, simplicity, actually enjoy and live in a state of abundance and not be stressed out of their minds while they're making plenty of money and while their bank account is growing. Because really, guys, what's the point of being in business, or what's the point of cultivating a new business or being behind a chair working if you're constantly in a state of stress? That is not good for anyone, and I don't recommend it. So I want to thank you for joining me for today. This was part 1. I'm going to be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock p.m. Again, thank you guys. I see all of you coming on. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. Drop me below, #live, #replay. Let me know if you have any questions and how I can serve you better. and have an awesome day.